Boy, oh boy. Today, we're gonna be focused on the daily. I don't have an oil change video on the channel. Knowing me, I'm always forgetting something, so I feel like it would be beneficial for not only me. I got a few friends that would love to know how to do something like this too. And for the most part, oil changes are pretty simple, especially for the Hondas. Good thing all of them have the same oil filter. First, let's pop the hood. For the most part, they all come with the same sized oil filter. I always go to Honda and pick it up. I don't necessarily get the oil, but I always like these blue filters. And of course, I've never done the air filters or the cabin air filter, so we're gonna do that today too. So we're gonna learn how to do the filters, the oil, and I have a special little problem, especially with these I think this is a 7th gen, the CM6 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, CM6. These Accords have this power steering problem where it makes this windy noise and it's always leaking, but you don't know where the fuck it's coming from. Right now it doesn't have any power steering, it leaks it all. Since we don't know what we're doing, let's go ahead and check what kind of oil we need, because I have no idea what oil belongs in what car. 5W20. Oil filter should be here. I found it. It's right in between the subframe and the lower control arm. Who can stop acting surprised? I know what I'm doing. Oh, good thing I had these gloves on. Jeez, that was messy as hell. All right, so you want to leave that out here for, I say, like a good 5-10 minutes. Let all of that drain out.
Eventually.
There's a trick that they say to put oil so it doesn't like kind of like lock up in there. So just grab some of the used oil, I guess. Some of the oil and just like rub it in there. I like to put it all over the place because I don't know what the fuck they mean by putting it back here. So I just go ahead and do the whole fucking thing. Why the fuck not? So that can go. I hear the best way to do it is just hand tight, so you don't even have to really worry about something like the oil filter being too loose. Just do it as tight as you can with your hand. Yeah, it's pretty good right there. It puts me in a comfort state of mind knowing that I got a new washer and you get one every single time you go to Honda. Put that back in its little hole. So that stuff should be tied on there. I think I have a funnel. I think Raul has a funnel. That's what I meant to say. I have this big thing, so it's kind of freaking me out. Let's make sure. Is it receiving oil? We do not know. Is it losing oil? We do not know. I think I need more oil. I'm seeing oil all the way. I don't know. You don't want to overfill it either. I hear that's a bad, or I heard, I think. I'm not too sure, but either way, you want to make sure it's on the money. I'll have Raul look at it. I'll have Raul look at it after the video. But it has oil. It's like, I think the halfway line. I don't know how to read that thing. Put the cap back on. All we got to do for the filters is find a Phillips, take this, and I think this is the broken one. So 1, 3, and you don't got to worry about them like jumping out because they're stuck to it. So you should be good. Here's a screwdriver for this part, and that one's broken on mine. So I just need a break. Please don't tell me this box is in the way. And now, according to science, it should just pick right up. The filter slides right out. it was sitting like this, so the plastic part faces down. And in case you don't watch Scotty Kilmer videos, you always want to look for sunlight. See how you can see right through that versus that. And like I said, plastic part faces down. Looks like it doesn't really matter which way it faces after that. So we just place that down. Oh, it even says up on there. So you learn something new every freaking day. Another thing that you want to do is clean off this. This also blocks it up from like breathing right. So if you see a bunch of leaves blocking up these little fucking vents, I think those vents have a purpose or some crazy shit like that. But yeah, unblock all that if you can. Normally all these cars are the same. The cabin air filter is obviously in the cabin of the car. You have to always like unhook some shit here. A lot of this stuff is normally done by hand. Like you don't have to actually use tools. For Hondas, it's mainly just this simple. You do it by hand. There's tabs that have little arrows that you pull out, and wow, that is freaking disgusting. It goes into the car like this. These were the tabs I pushed, and it looks like it's just a box. It doesn't really matter which way you put it in, or it won't fit that way, so it doesn't matter if you put it in upside down or not, I guess. Dust this off real quick. Wow. And that just sits in there. It doesn't matter which way. And it should slide in there like a VHS tape. There is one more thing. Clearing the maintenance light. Oil filter maintenance light. And then a bonus common problem. What? A freaking 4-in-1? Bro, where else are you gonna get something like that? There is these numbers. Basically the third one is obviously where you turn it on, but we don't care about that. We're trying to get rid of that little maintenance required. I don't know if I'm pointing at it right. Maintenance required light. Now that you've seen that, you want to start off at 0. You have to hold this, put it to 2, wait for like 10 seconds. While you're still holding this, switch it to 0, hold for a bit, go back, and then just hold it. And then the light should just turn off eventually, I think. That was it. So now let's see. Okay, so that light's off. So the bonus problem. You can go underneath the belt, and it is in fact a 10. And it is officially broken. Just gotta figure this out now. And I already had the seal. I already had the seal. Oh man, I was super disappointed. I thought this was gonna be a 4-in-1. Well, at least you know what I'm talking about now. Normally the faulty ones are black is what I hear, and the good ones are orange. So obviously we're looking at this and then it's not corroded or anything, so I'm assuming it's good. I'm not an expert or anything, but we did change it just in case. My experience from doing oil changes on the Civic, it's not that different from the Accord, so I assume other Hondas it wouldn't be too different from either or, especially since all the oil filters are the same. I'm gonna go and start looking for this ECU. That's gonna be like almost a part 2, so I'm just gonna cut everything out from here get ready for that. Like, so my outfit has to change completely now. But I'm gonna holler at you guys. And peace.